Well, Turkey has sent a letter to the UN Security Council requesting that Syria's Bashar al-Assad be punished for what it regards as a chemical attack carried out by regime forces. And Turkey's President Erdogan says he hopes America's strong new rhetoric will be more than just words.
Ama lafta kalmasın.
But it should not remain only as a statement. This should certainly turn into action. If anything is put into action, we are ready to do our responsibility. We never hesitate to do this. The coalition forces, including us and the US, should come together. I talked to Mr. Putin as well. However, if Mr. Putin still could not understand whether or not Assad is behind this incident, the situation is sad for us.
Well, in a moment, we'll go to Azadeh Ansari in Washington. But first, to Kahraman Halis Çelik, who's at the United Nations in New York for us. Kahraman, good to speak to you. What exactly, then, are Turkey requesting from the United Nations?
Well, Paul, Turkey is requesting accountability for the use of chemical weapons in Idlib province and in larger Syrian territory. Turkey, in a letter sent to the UN Secretary General and also delivered to Ambassador Nikki Haley, who is the president of the Security Council for the month of April, Turkey says the Assad regime must be held accountable, that the international community must act to stop these chemical attacks on civilians, and that Turkey will do its part to help the international community to counter these chemical attacks. Turkey also, in the letter, says that the Turkish officials, together with WHO officials, have found out that chemical attacks took place, the sarin gas was used, and that the officials confirmed the use of chemical weapons and basically asked for the UN Security Council to act to punish the Assad regime for using chemical weapons against civilians, including children.
So what action is the UN likely to take here, considering that Russia will almost certainly veto any resolution?
Well, Paul, Russia yesterday signaled that it would veto any resolution that comes to the UN Security Council on Syria yesterday. Today, Russians, together with the US, the UK and France, continued negotiations on a draft resolution that would only ask for investigation of the chemical weapons used in Idlib province. That resolution doesn't blame anyone, doesn't point fingers at anyone, and asks the Assad regime, the government forces and the opposition forces to comply with the international law, and also asks these entities to help the UN investigations and pretty much comply with their requests. Now Russia doesn't see that this is appropriate, and looks like they're going to veto that resolution. But nonetheless, the US, the UK and France are going to bring this resolution to a vote at the UN Security Council this evening, Paul.
OK, Kahraman, thank you very much.